Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jessica. Let's begin with your next message, Virgo. This time, we'll see what your guides want to convey to you, what they know will be important for you. Remember, this is a universal message. Virgo, only take what resonates with you. Please release the rest. To the universe, an excellent beginning for the reading. Basically, we will keep the Virgo sign and the star card, the major arcana, number 17, which speaks to us of Aquarius especially. But this card also carries the energies of two important archangels, not only Archangel Michael, but also Archangel Metatron, because he helps us with the law of attraction. We accept what we say, we attract because we think. So these are the earth signs that could be important to you. Perhaps another Virgo is important, a Taurus or a Capricorn, or even for some people it could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Virgo. In fact, we begin your reading with cards that speak of beginnings or of creating positive situations. Why is this happening? Because you have lived wonderful moments, because you have gone through many difficulties, not only in your daily life, perhaps at work, in your daily routine, or maybe financially, but also in some of your relationships. You yourself have begun to feel very different, perhaps quite vulnerable, emotionally at times. You may have been more connected with your emotions than before. You may have been a much more rational person. But remember, Virgo, the energy of realization makes something become real, makes it manifest and come into your life in a way that will not disappear. But the only difference is that this beginning will not happen exactly as you imagined. Virgo, it may be in a different state, perhaps even as a surprise, so to speak, the beginning you are about to experience, but it will happen in a different way and will definitely bring you something stable. Because they are pentacles. These energies move slowly. They are slow but sure. But apart from that, clearly they are not cups. It is a moment of blessing, Virgo. After a very difficult season, you may feel that your body has paid the price, as I said, mentally and physically, illness, things that have surfaced, sickness, and so on. Not that we have done less, but that we have postponed it for later, and now everything seems to be happening at once. You may have felt very overwhelmed, Virgo. These are the crucial moments, the difficult situations, the things that help us overcome the changes that our bodies and our lives need. We also feel, unconsciously, fear, terror, Virgo, fear of the unknown, of change, of not knowing what the future holds when something in our lives is about to end. That is completely normal and acceptable, Virgo. But remember that your guides are always there to help you get what you need, to help you manifest what you desire. They listen to you, they watch over you, they always protect you. That is why the star, this wish will come true, to bring you for many. This beginning may even have much to do with money. Hey, there's another one, Dragonfly. A transition in your life, such as a financial one, may bring you a lot of peace and tranquility. It is not about feeling overwhelmed with joy and happiness, but that finally a financial problem is resolved or a situation becomes financially beneficial for you. And this also brings you a lot of peace, because the lotus brings us calm, happiness, and serenity. But in this case, I feel that it is related to money, so it is a wish that will come true. Virgo, let's see what difficulties or obstacles will arise. Your guides are helping you make this wish come true. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Virgo, you may have been going through a difficult period with someone important or very important to you. This means there may have been some disagreement, discussion, or silent conflict. In any case, that card in the position of difficulty or obstacle suggests that there has been some misunderstanding or discussion with someone very important to you recently. And Virgo, it's not just you who feels bad. The other person does too. But you know what? It's good that it happens this way because it changes both of you. It makes you see the situation differently, or even makes the other person see things differently. Well, depending on what the problem is, you may have had a disagreement with a relative, a friend, your partner, or whoever it is, Virgo. This battle happens for a reason and brings a change in your life. Yes, it brings transformation. It will continue. The situation will be resolved. Yes, because that card represents a relationship. Virgo has a lot of weight in your life, and it comes to bring you perhaps some lessons or some surprises. Yes, it speaks to us of Pisces and Aquarius, but Virgo. This card appears in the position of this obstacle. This difficulty is a bit ironic, maybe because this card tells us that there are things happening that we do not see. It's like saying that the universe is orchestrating certain situations so that things resolve in your favor. The universe is orchestrating certain situations so they turn out in your favor. But since you don't see it happening, for you, nothing seems to be happening. We may think we are stuck, that nothing is changing, that nothing is transforming, that nothing is coming into our lives. But the universe is moving now. Everything is shifting and trying to change things around you because there are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot see. But since you don't see them, because they are in this hidden position, we may complain a bit about our luck, saying, look, this person has achieved this or that, and I, who have worked much harder, still haven't been able to achieve the same or whatever it may be. We may compare ourselves to some people or others, but for some, I feel it's as if this moon card in Virgo connects with the vulnerable part of ourselves, the most loving, emotional, and sensitive one. So much so that if you are not an emotional person, Virgo will make it very difficult for you. It will scare you to feel such strong emotions like the urge to cry, the desire to laugh, the need to remember something and feel pain. And it's like, I don't want to feel this again. The worst thing we can do, Virgo, is to repress the pain we feel and bury it inside us, because it will resurface sooner or later. The best thing we can do, no matter how hard the situation is to feel that pain, to understand that something is changing in our lives. I'm not saying you should accept it, because it will be hard to accept quickly, but you should know that your guides are also behind this situation and they do it for a reason. This moon appearing in this difficult and obstructive position, Virgo, gives me the strong feeling that it is telling us that you are feeling emotions so deeply that you may feel a little out of your comfort zone because maybe you are not directly or deeply connected to your emotions. Maybe you are not a very vulnerable person, Virgo, and this can make you feel like you are panicking, wondering, why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel so happy? Why do I feel so much love? Why this and that? But this moon energy is not an obstacle. Feeling deeply is a gift. In fact, that is what many people should do to feel deeply in order to be much more empathetic. Let's see, Virgo. And by the way, deep down it continues in the card. This is a promise that someone has made to you and it will be fulfilled, especially if it was a fire sign who made it, specifically Sagittarius. Let's see, Virgo. What is hidden right now? This card seems to have appeared many times in your readings, Virgo. This card surprises me every time it comes up and makes me very happy. So the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Look again at the blue in that person's clothing. It is as if you have already said everything you needed to say, and now, Virgo, you are simply saying goodbye to something or someone. This indicates that you are preparing to move forward because you are finally closing a door or a chapter in your life. At the base, the card is being created, Virgo. Water signs again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Virgo, you are moving away from a situation, and most likely, Virgo, from this situation that you are moving away from, or that you have already moved away from, yes, for some people. I say this because of the eclipse shown in this card. There is an eclipse. Perhaps for some people, it was during the eclipse that they felt or have felt the call to move away from something or someone, Virgo. And now we are slowly accepting the fact that we have done it, finally, and now we are about to face an unknown phase in life. The fear of the unknown, as I told you, Virgo, is very normal. It is extremely normal because we are human. But we must remember that we are not alone in this life. We have the universe and we have our people around us. So there will always be signs. Something will always appear magically because that is how the universe works. You are moving away from something, Virgo. You are saying goodbye to some things, even to negative thoughts you may have had. And the universe rewards you with a wish that comes true. Very similar to the star card we saw at the beginning of the reading. So Virgo, let's see what happens this month and what happens after this month. Virgo, what happens after this month? This month, I like how that card flies. For a moment, it looks like a butterfly because it keeps flying from one place to another. And you know what card it is, Virgo. This could indicate that there is a celebration in full swing. Finally, the card Virgo. The way that card appears resonates with me deeply. Obviously, I'll watch the video again because I don't want to think about anything right now. Fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The first card that has appeared so far, the card is at the base of Cancer's energy. What do you think? How do you interpret it, Virgo? Very well, I'll keep both cards because this one we've already seen, it's Justice. Yes. And I'll keep this one too, because Temperance and Justice also appeared first. Now it's only a matter of time, Virgo, for this synchronicity, for this manifestation that is already associated with any other number. Virgo, no matter what number it is, if you keep seeing a number repeating constantly in your life, let's say any number, everywhere, in license plates, in house numbers, on billboards, on clocks, and all the time you start telling yourself, how strange, I see this number everywhere. What could it mean? Look it up on the internet. Discover the spiritual meaning of any number you see. Your guides are trying to tell you something. Remember this, Virgo. When a number begins to appear everywhere you look, the universe has a message, trying to warn you about something, trying to communicate something, or that you are about to change something in your life, or that something is about to happen. Deep down, still in the energy of this month, for some, this month brings a mix of romance. But Virgo, they are also telling you that there is not much left for this celebration. The wait is over. The universe is putting order into your life, and balance is finally being restored. For some, as I said, a Sagittarius or a Libra may be very important for Virgo, but let's see what the universe will take from your life. A beautiful energy this month, Virgo, don't forget it. By the way, we are in Libra season. What will remain? The card, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, false relationships or false friendships. Virgo, and the card air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Notice that the colors of both cards are quite similar. Yes, the cards have a very bright and clear energy, and the cards are a bit dark, filled with emotions and shadowy situations. At the bottom remains the Magician card. What a reading, Virgo. What a reading. As I said, it represents relationships or connections of any kind. False people who only approach you, Virgo, when they need help, and when you need help, or when something happens, an emergency, and so on. Those people, there's just no way to understand them. For some, it may be a very youthful, very immature energy, yes, but the card indicates an energy that is moving away from you. Again, this is someone who is probably an air sign, and I feel that Virgo sees this person as very manipulative. Yes, this is especially true. This part of the Suit of Swords is perceived more in the work environment, so be careful. I feel that there is someone willing to create rumors, gossip, and so on. But Virgo, I feel that you are simply trying to maintain peace, to do what you have to do without having to deal with drama or get involved in it, and that is precisely what you will achieve. Yes, because this energy will move away from you. What replaces it comes with manifestations. The card represents Libra, Aries, and in a way, also you, Virgo. The power to manifest, the power to make a dream or a wish come true. Do not forget that we have already begun and opened your reading. So, Virgo, the universe will reveal all its cards, unfold all its tools, and tell you, Virgo, the sky is the limit. What do you desire? Do you want to travel? Do you want a new job? Do you want to buy a house, a car? Do you want to move? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Do you want to regain your health? It doesn't matter. What do you desire? Pray. It's time to start praying for it, Virgo, for what you need. We don't just say things to God, which leads us to make impulsive decisions, so we must be a little careful. Yes, Virgo, as the Magician has told you, the number one card, this moment of manifestation begins here, the moment when we are expected to receive. Your near future brings celebrations, and the celebrations are confirmed. We have seen that you will have a celebration, celebrating a turning point in your life, celebrating an amazing change that you are about to witness, Virgo, in your own life. It is a very important card right now, especially after the eclipse that stirred up many things. Look at that person gently stroking that brown bear as if it were a cub. Yes, it is as if they have tamed their fears. Nothing can scare them anymore. This is exactly what you have become, Virgo, and all the situations you have experienced recently, everything you have gone through, has a reason behind it, and it is simply to make you much stronger. Because this is a new chapter in your life that you are about to face. Let's say you are about to open a door that brings not only celebrations, but also unexpected twists in your life. Remember that these twists can also be related to the fact that not only will good things come, Virgo, but also that eventually certain situations, relationships, people, or things will leave your life. The Wheel of Fortune brings you not only good things, but also some situations that clearly no longer deserve to be part of your life, Virgo. That's why the card also appears here. Yes, for some people who have been in a legal situation, waiting for a trial, a response, and so on, during the month an answer will arrive. And I feel that most likely it will be at the end of the month. With Temperance here, this represents some patience. It could be at the end of October or even, I dare say, during Sagittarius season. But justice will be done, Virgo, and the situation will unfold completely in your favor. Also, do not forget the synergies of the card. This is a combination that makes you happy. Take part in what you want, Virgo, simply to begin creating the happiness that you hope to receive. So Virgo, an excellent reading with great synergies. Let's leave this card here. And how perfect, Virgo? Perfect synchronicity from beginning to end with a special intention at the end of 11:11. I truly hope, that the good things from this wonderful reading come to you, Virgo. And if you feel any connection with the message, or if it resonates with you, remember that the best support you can give me is this video. If you wish, you can also leave a comment. But don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you won't miss any new videos. So Virgo, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your love, your support, and your company. I'm very happy to be here with you. I'm sending you a big hug wherever you are, and I'll see you soon, Virgo.